Hi there, it's Mega Supreme here with another Transformers toy review. I'm having a look at Titan's Return Freezeout and Autobot Topspin. For some reason they name the Titan Masters first and then say about the main characters. The main character is actually Topspin and his Titan Master, Headmaster guy is Freezeout, which is a new name. So this is him in his packaging. I picked this up from In Demand Toys. So I picked up the whole way from them. See at the top there the artwork, and you see back there you've got a card in there. Comes with a new weapon as well. I think this is pretty much a new mold, might be slight retool of Trigger Happy. Oh, he's actually got two guns, I didn't notice that. Oh. And there you go, it shows him in robot mode transforming into his kind of space shuttle mode or jet mode. The original G1 toy was like a I can't remember what it was. It was like called something like a jumper or something like this. You used to pull it back and it used to flip up into action. So there was, you didn't really transform it. You kind of pulled it back and it sort of, the jump starter, I think it was, yeah. And the bio says the normal stuff about the Titan Masters, and then it says Freezeout gives Autobot Topspin the ability to target and deactivate the conversion cog of other bots, freezing enemies in whatever mode they are in. That's pretty cool. What we'll do now is we'll get him out of his packaging here and have a look at him in robot mode, and we'll get him transformed as well. So I'm just going to rip this open to have a look at him. I actually received this couple of, well, was it yesterday? Yeah, so this is the first one that I've opened up, so I'll try and review them in order. I try not to damage the thing because I like to keep these bits here. And then you've got his bio card, which is stuck on here, and I've got a little collector's thing to keep all of these as well. So you get this nice artwork here, which I really like the idea of these cards and all the tech specs and stuff. So his strength starts off at 6 and it's boosted up to 9, and his speed 8 boosted up to 12 with Freezeout. Intelligence 6 boosted up to 9, and firepower starts off at 9 and is boosted all the way up to 13. So that's nice. Get rid of that for the moment, put that aside. Let's try and get him out of here. You can see, as usual, he's kind of got all these plastic things in here. I normally just use a pair of scissors just to try and get them all out. Oh, they put absolutely loads on here. It does my head in. Come on. And one's around the arms as well, look. I think that should do it, and then I can get the other one out over here. Like that. That's done. Oh, where is he attached? I think there's another one around his waist as well. I hate these things. So you get a load of those all out of the way. Normally your guns you can just pull out like that. You get your instruction manual with it as well, and then you've got all these little plastic bits that we need to get rid of. Probably in the other reviews I'll just show you the packaging and then cut straight to getting the bot out, so you don't have to watch all of that rubbish. And here we are, we've got him in robot mode. I like him. I did have this guy the G1 version of him. When I was a kid, it was one of the kind of first ones that I got. I really dig the head sculpt that you get with him. I think that looks pretty nice. This kind of like blue visor that goes across the face is painted in silver and yellow paint at the top here. Looks like you got red paint in here. Autobot symbols done nicely there. Looks like you got a little bit of that's off there. Orange paint added in the shoulders here. Probably shoulders look as if they just want to come up, or is it down there? No, that looks about right. And you've got silver and red paint in these corners here, and the same orange paint used over black here. Could probably do with another paint. Covering of paint, I can't remember. Coat of paint. And then you've got black paint used in here. The blasters, kind of boosters at the back here, just blue plastic. Maybe you could have done with being painted silver or something like that. And then obviously you've got paint on the back here. Articulation looks as if it's pretty standard on a kind of ball joint here. Arms swivel here, and you've got kind of like a double elbow there. And the fists look as if they stay where they are. You've got waist articulation there. Legs can go all the way up, back, out to the side, swivel there. Bend at the knee there, it doesn't go all the way in. And the feet look as if they're solid. What's he stand like? Yeah, he stands up pretty decent actually. So that's nice. And then you've got this backpack piece at the back here. It's got two guns which are painted silver with the handles just in the colour of the plastic, so you can hold those in either hand like so, like that. Looks nice. Hopefully we'll get like a retool of this for his brother, and looks like these will also come off as well and peg together. So let's have a look at that. No. So you can have that as one piece, which you can then hold in his hand like that if you want to. Like that. And you can have the Titan Master, looks like you can come off like this, fold him out. Looks like it's got a new head sculpt on that one. Almost like a scuba diving sort of look on him. You can't see that. Yeah. Moves exactly the same as the other ones. And let's see where you can get him in on this one. Normally you can just sit them in this one. Look as if you've got yeah, you can normally sit them in there, but it doesn't look as if he kind of fit in there that well. The only option I can see is kind of sit them in there like that. I wonder if the instructions refer to that bit, just in case I've got that bit wrong. It's kind of cool that you can peg the guns together, I reckon, anyway. The instructions don't actually cover it at all, from what I can see. Yeah, but it doesn't look as if he fits in there that well. He can fit in there, but it doesn't actually slot in there. Those two pegs look as if they line up with that, but it doesn't really hold in there that well, to be honest with you. But yeah, there's that if you want to. Transforming him, obviously I haven't done this before, so let's have a little look. I'm doing the kind of obvious things that I think will come up here, so just fold the hands in like that. Like so. Obviously we've got the headmaster off, we'll put the guns to the side. Let's have a look around here at the back. Looks like this is going to fold out like this. That's going to come forward. Let's remind ourselves what he actually looks like in his vehicle mode. Yeah, so it's a bit like old Trigger Happy, in terms of it looks like everything sort of like folds in on itself. So this bit is going to kind of fold in like that to shorten the arms, and then this piece is going to come in here like that, peg into there like so, and this side as well. Kind of have to move these little bits out of the way, fold this in, and then you kind of have to go in like that at an angle, pop that in. This side here looks as if you swivel it around here, that chest section. Probably needed to have done that first, it looks like. So let's lift this bit back up again. So it looks like I should have done that first and then brought all of this down and in there. You can see the cockpit section there where you can pop your little Titan Master. So let's pop him in there. Sat in there, translucent plastic so you can see him through, which looks pretty cool. Nice. So let's have a look. And with this one here, yeah, so it looks like you have to open this bit up here, his leg, like that, fold that bit over, and right, so these orange bits are going to have to end up here, so you might have to swivel this bit around like this, peg those bits into here. Let's try kind of collapsing it all in on itself here. Yeah, so it looks like you have to sort of do like a Combiner Wars sort of thing here. Oh, so that's not good, so let's come off there. So that's clicks back in. So let's have a look at this bit here. So it looks like you have to kind of push that bit in. So I've got it run the wrong way to start off with. So rotate this round here. Yeah, and you have to kind of push it in like that. This bit is a pain because it doesn't look as if it opens any further than that. You need actually a bit more. It seems too tight to be able to push that in. Oh no, it just goes in like that. It doesn't go in any further. It looks like it just comes in that far. Okay, alright, so that's fine. So yeah, push it in like that. Push those in together like that. It looks like you need to, these bits need to come in together. So bring these in like so. Yeah, it looks like these have to kind of slide in, but one is going to need to click in like that. So that's all lined up properly. So that looks like it's it. Just checking it. Yeah, that's him all transformed into his vehicle mode. Pretty cool. I like this type of alt mode. It's a little bit different. It's still very much like the G1 toy, which is pretty futuristic looking actually compared to some of the other ones. You've got ports here where you can peg the guns, it looks like, and underneath as well you can peg them in underneath. I mean, you could even get away with, no, I was going to say you could get away with having it looking like this, and just unpeg these like this, and you can peg your guns in those little ports there like that. Get the other one, peg it in like that, and just straighten this up. This bit doesn't look as if it locks in, so you've got that'll all kind of rotate around, and then you've got him in his alt mode. Pretty nice looking. Nice auto button symbol on the front here. This is all silver with white paint and blue paint in here as well. Different paint scheme on the wings here as well, which goes in nicely. I think they've just got it right with all the different paints that they've used on here. I'm not sure if this rotates around. Oh yeah, and these lift up here as well, which I didn't notice as well. So you've got that as well. But that's it. This has been, I was going to say, is it Topspin? Yeah, Topspin with his Titan Master Freezeout. Hope you've enjoyed the review. Stay tuned for the next one. Thanks. Bye.